Good morning, everyone. Greg here, and I'm back at the workbench on the Sunday morning. Models and coffee. Yeah, today I got a few models I want to show, but before we get too deep into things, I have something else to talk about today. Many of you may know that today is the final of the 2026 World Cup that has been hosted by the US, Canada, and Mexico. The final will be held in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. And I have my Argentina hat today. That's who I'm pulling for, Argentina versus Spain. And many of you may know that, I have quite a collection of different kinds of hats. You've seen a few of them on my channel. Yeah, and you're probably likely to see a few more as time rolls on. But today, every hat in my collection has a story. And there's definitely a story behind this Argentina cap that I think belongs to my son David. So, I gotta tell you that back in 1994, I had the opportunity to take my boys, Daryl and David, to a World Cup match at Foxborough Stadium. Yeah, what an experience that was. The game was Nigeria versus Argentina. And I think Daryl was 14, David was like 10. I think David wanted the hat. We got a whole bunch of stuff there. But at that point in time, I thought, yeah, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Hard to believe that the World Cup's going to be back in the U.S. in my lifetime. Well, we're at the end of it, and I watched a lot of games, rooted for the USA, but, they don't stack up with the rest of the world when it comes to, football. We have our NFL, and the rest of the world plays soccer. So, yes, this hat was from the 94 World Cup game that we went to. And again, it was quite an experience. We sat intermingled with fans from Argentina and Nigeria. A lot of bantering back and forth between the two, good-natured high-fiving each other when the other team would score. It was really, really a fun experience. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to go. I guess I'm more happy that I had the opportunity to take my two boys to that game. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. Tickets were only $40. Now if you want to go see the game today at the Meadowlands, you're looking at about $8,000 for a ticket at this point in time. So times have changed, but I'm really excited to watch the game this afternoon. I know I'm eating up a bunch of time here that most of you probably don't care about. You want to see some models. So let me turn this thing around real quick. We'll take a look at some Wacky Racers. Hang on. Okay, I'm back with some NASCAR builds that I had done a few years ago. These are from the Cartoon Network sponsorship. And the first one is the Flintstones number 29 Monte Carlo. I believe this was driven by Steve Grissom. And I don't know what year this car raced. I know that there was the 1/24th scale kit, and I think there was a smaller 1/32nd scale kit, and I think that one had a hauler. I don't have either one of those, but this one here turned out pretty nice. You know, it's got Fred Flintstone crashing through the hood. It's got Dino. It's got Gazoo on the back. Yeah, it's really kind of a neat car. Barney Rubble. Yeah, it's a cool kit. But I got a lot of these. Well, I'm going to show 3 today. I got 3 more I'll show you maybe on Wednesday. This one here is Scooby-Doo. Monte Carlo, number 29, driven by Robert Presley. Yeah, this is cool. Scooby-Doo on the hood. You got Shaggy on the side here. I think you got Velma. I don't know, no Freddy, no Daphne on this. Well, that's all right. This is another nice Monte Carlo kit. And again, this was done several years ago. This wasn't, or this is when I really wasn't very good with decals. So there, on some of these, there's a lot of wrinkles on this that you don't really see. I was able to smooth them out as good as I could, but yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, another cool car. And the last one I'm going to show you today is Tom and Jerry on the hood. Another number 29 Cartoon Network Wacky Racer. This was Jeff Green. Yeah, well, this one, the lid does come off. The rest of them, I think, are all tacked down together, but yeah, I don't know, it's not bad. It's not a bad kit. I certainly enjoyed them. I have 3 more that I'll show you, but won't be today. I took up enough time. Then I forgot to tell you in the earlier part of the video, Argentina won that game against Nigeria 2-1. It was a really exciting game. Diego Maradona, superstar from Argentina. I believe that it was his very last game in international competition. Somewhat of a historical thing. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for stopping by today, checking out the video. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Stay tuned. Wednesday, I got 3 more Wacky Racers to show. And have an awesome Sunday. Bye.